We are in Eastern Bureau County on August 15th, 2012, and we're out looking at crops prior to harvest. And as you might expect, given the kind of growing season we've had this year, we've run across a lot of variable type of growing conditions. Here over on this farm today, you can see by plant color that still a fair amount of green in the plant. Some of the ears that we have, I've opened up here, you can tell have pollinated fairly well. There is some pollination that did not occur at the tip, but overall fairly good pollination given the kind of growing conditions. But I thought what I would show today is some of the things that we have run into. While you notice here are these three plants, very good ear given the weather conditions and the lack of moisture, and then you come into an ear back on this plant that has not done as well. And many times when you can see by that ear, there are not as many kernels on the ear. It's rather sporadic. And many times, and even on this ear down here, you notice how on a lot of the plants, such as this one here, you can see that the rows are even, straight, up and down, and then you come over to a plant like this, that you can see that the rows are not straight. And from an agronomic standpoint, this would probably indicate that this particular plant had had a lot of stress at the time that the plant was developing the number of rows and how many kernels around that ear would have. So obviously stress occurred between these two plants. They aren't that close together, so they weren't necessarily competing against each other. But we see so much of this throughout the field, and even within this particular row, these are half-mile rows, you'll find a wide array of different types of ears. And with the conditions we had this year, you will note that we're going to see yields vary as much as 100 bushel per acre across the farm on some soil types that are changed, and from the black soils to the lighter soils where plants can't support the ear that's being developed. So just another observation as we prepare for harvest in 2012.